Baladi, Baladi, Baladi is the national anthem of Egypt, bellowed out by staff and players alike. And now the national anthem, Mungi Ibariki Africa for Tanzania. The want of glory, the call of passion, as these two sets of players represent their countries in a semi-final of the CAF Under-17 AFCON for 2026. Tanzania, the surprise package. Egypt, as I mentioned earlier, have just got stronger and stronger after their wobbling 0-0 draw against Ethiopia on match day one. Let's take a look at the two lineups, shall we? First of all, Egypt. Haji is the goalkeeper. The right back, Lupugo, is the captain. Mahimbo, Mego and Idrissa at the back. Chloe will hold the midfield with Chenga and Dismas as well. Saddam and Mbelenge are the two wide man. Lukman in attack. The names on the screen don't match the names on the shirts, and I'm, of course, reading out the names of the shirts. They are without their injured trio of Tabasi, Ningo and Yahai today. So Egypt unchanged ahead of this semi-final. And the same can be said of Tanzania as well, by the way. Two captains coming in for a handshake. Safwat of Egypt. And, it's actually Mahimbo that takes the captain's armband today for Tanzania. They've been swapping it around quite a bit in the tournament, that captain's armband. So Tanzania, Haji in goal, Lupugo, Mbugo, Mahimbo and Idrissa are the line of four at the back. Chenga, Chloe and Dismas in midfield. Saddam and Begalendi supporting Lukman in attack. Both teams unchanged from the quarter-final. They needed penalties, Tanzania, to get the better of Algeria after a stunning 3-3 draw. Hold on, 3-3 penalties, and they saw that through with a penalty to spare, 4-3. A view from high up of this spectacular stadium. And we are ready for kickoff. About 55 to 60% of the pitch on the far side in glorious sunshine as the more cooling area of shade down on this near side of the pitch. We're off and underway. It's Egypt in the white shirts and the black shorts, kicking from left to right. Tanzania in all blue with the yellow trim. And they've quickly got the ball back in the midfield with Chenga. From Chenga to Dismas. This is Bengu. It's one back down the line by Gamal. Determined start this from Egypt. All the way back from Yassine Tamer. Tamer will play on that left side of the defence, but they haven't properly cleared it here. Bashir. Egypt do eventually get the ball clear. A frantic opening moment or two in the game, as we expected it would be. Both sides need to just settle into the game, and they'll be glad that Hadji gets an early touch with the clubs for Tanzania, and he can belt this long ball forward. It's a good ball as well, isn't it? Into the penalty area. Well, it wouldn't sit fair for Mbengalindi, and he was unable to get the shot away in the end. It's gone through to Malik, who can play out to Tamer. Plays in Egypt for Arab contractors. It's good this from Tanzania. They played some exciting stuff in this tournament. Dismas runs across to the far side. He doesn't get the foul that he's looking for. It's going to be Egypt that take the throw. Carefully back by Mbengu, and the clearance wasn't a great one from the goalkeeper Hadji Ali Abdullah into the penalty area. An overhead kick, it was blocked, and it needed to be blocked as well. Dangerous. Khalid was in there trying his luck. Himbo with the block, Idrissa with the clearance. Bengalindi. Tanzania wrestle to get the ball forward. This is going to be a physical encounter as well as a skillful encounter. Both sides will feel they've got a realistic chance of getting through to the final. As I say, both came out of pool or pot C in the draw. The other semi-final is between two teams that come out of pot A. So perhaps not such a surprise that Senegal and Morocco have got this far. This is the semi-final that we were perhaps least expecting. I watched Egypt's first game against Ethiopia. They were perhaps a shade lucky to get a 0-0 with Ethiopia in the inside of the post with a bizarre free kick taken from inside their own area. It found them very difficult to break down. But they have carefully tweaked this side as they've gone along in the tournament. They made very light work of Ivory Coast in the previous round, so they must be buzzing for confidence at the moment. Ahmed Bashir gets the better of Chenga. Chenga brings him down, and that put him off of making the complete pass to Khalid, and so it's brought back by the referee, Encino Twanianyokwa. Yeah, definitely a free kick. Good decision there by the referee. She's done well there. Namibian, who's got quite a few games in this tournament, and she's not let anyone down, that's for sure. Tanzania 0, Egypt 0. In this first semi-final, Egypt on top in the opening 4 minutes, looking for an early goal into the penalty area. It's raked away by Mbegu. Final was here on Tuesday. The third place playoff is at the Mohammed VI complex on Monday. Each one of these will be playing in that final on Tuesday. The good news is both teams have qualified, of course, for the World Cup in Qatar. All the quarter-finalists, that's the 2 playoff winners. So 10 teams from this tournament have made it through to the World Cup. Egypt have built up an early head of steam. Adam gets a second chance here, Adam, and he gets a cross in. He went down low there, Mbegu, but he knew what he was doing. And he got some great strength in the neck muscles to get that stooping header away. Outside the penalty area it went. Here is Mbegu again. Very agile defending from him. Into the midfield, and Dismas. Chenga, Dismas either side of the holding midfielder, Chole. Incidentally, 2 players starting today, 1 on each side, that are a yellow card away from missing the final. Let's just hope that doesn't happen. But it's Chole, the number 8 for Tanzania. A yellow card from the final. Yellow card today means he misses the final if they get there. And likewise, Danny as well of Egypt, who's playing on the right wing down on his near side. He is a yellow card away from missing the final. So a throw in to Egypt. Nearly 7 minutes gone. Egypt appear to be slightly the happier with the start. They've more of the possession. Lifted forward by Lupuga. That's good hold-up play by Saddam. It worked well to get it back, Egypt, and then left it to Lukman. Another drive from Chenga. It's quite a way wide. And he ends up in Sanganzelu. He's the coach of Tanzania. He's put together a decent side. Been playing some good football. This is a good matchup. Certainly not similar sides. They've got their own way of playing, their own quirks, their own key profits. It's an exciting matchup. Danny comes inside and he's floated one into the penalty area. This time, Mahimbo, the captain, steps forward and uses his chest to clear the danger. Tanzania's back line holding on strong in the early stages. 8.5 minutes gone. Egypt coming forward again. Salam. And across by Adal to Yasir Taima. Options are plenty going forward. And he finds Danny. Turns. And sends the ball wide to Mohamed Salam. First time ball into the box. There it goes. Foul by Danny, and that'll be a free kick to Tanzania. And the Serengeti boys have been a delight on the tournament. They won their first 2 matches 3-0 against Mozambique and Angola. Made light work of that. It meant that their final match, they could rest pretty much their entire team. And they lost against Mali. But they still won the group and they won it outright. And it didn't matter. Scored 10 goals to Egypt's 7 in the 4 matches played so far. Chasing the ball down there was Lukman. Lukman Ali and Bala Salu. Plays for Kagera Sugar back in Tanzania. Just 1 goal so far in the tournament, but he's a good target man. That will be the focal point going forward for Tanzania. Throw into Egypt just down below us. We've completed the first 10 minutes and some. Still 0-0. It's not been cagey, but there hasn't been a big chance in the game so far. Defence is on top. Ghani thwarted by the challenge of Chenga. Taken by Mohamed Salam. Egypt's senior side just missed out on an AFCON final 6 months ago. Can their youngsters go that step further? The form that they have shown in this tournament has seen improvement. So Tanzania won their opening 2 matches and then lost and then drew and needed penalties in the quarterfinals. So effectively, you could say they haven't won in 2. Take away the penalties, Tanzania. Egypt's coming on strong to burst through as runners-up in their group, Group A. Long from Gamal. All the way back to Tama. Adele. So. Given away. It's Chenga. Time to Shirley. Mahimba finds Idrissa. Idrissa lifts it forward. It's a big ask. I'm entirely sure who the ball was for, whether it was for Lukman or Mbelendi. Mbelendi looks back almost in disgust, and Lukman wasn't the greatest of balls. Wasn't going to hold up, and it flew through for a goal kick. Egypt 0, Tanzania 0, nearly 13 minutes gone at the Moulay El Hassan Stadium in Rabat. It's fair to say the Pharaohs have had a large slice of the possession early on, but can't rule out Tanzania. They're an exciting side when they start to get bodies forward. They have proved as well in this tournament that they're more than capable defensively. Begu. You've got a point at some very good defending for a lot of the matches in this tournament. I know we've had a 3-3 in the quarter-final involving Tanzania, but there's been some really good defending across the board for most of it. This is Danny. Given an inch by Idrissa. Danny against Idrissa. That's going to be a really crucial battle. Danny got it through the legs of Idrissa. Idrissa had backup just as well. It's going to be a throw into Tanzania. free kick was given for the foul on Safwa. He was caught by Jwel. This free kick is going to be taken by Danny. "15 minutes gone then." Danny lifts it into the box. That's a decent delivery. Goalkeeper had to commit himself and didn't hesitate either, which was good goalkeeping. Firm punch as well. Bengalendi needs a throw, and Bengalendi is quickly sent after this one. This time a firm clearance from Malik. Ahmed Safwa finds himself a little bit of room to weigh up his options. Fuda. Salam. Team up. Mohamed Gamal. Shot from just outside the penalty area from Adam. Zamalek wide man fires it high over the top of the crossbar. Yet to score in this competition, Adam. Took a swing. He was always rising. He was leaning back just a little too much. Hosts Morocco taking on Senegal right here. It's 8 o'clock tonight. The second of the two semi-finals. Flicked by Beshet. Well, this could be dangerous. Lookman out wide to Saddam. Saddam's got pace. Up against Adam. It's Adam against Saddam, and Saddam got the better of him into the penalty area. Trying to win it in the air was Lookman. Didn't quite come through for Bengalendi. Idrissa Kasim Kalende wins it down the line and wins his side a free throw-in, rather. Near side came off of Bashir. Both sides unchanged from the quarter-final. Settled sides, always a good feature in a tournament. Let's just hope that Danny and Chole, two players, one on either side, can avoid that yellow card if they get through to the final. They don't want to be suspended. Played across by Mbengu, out of the reach of Mahimbu, but rescued by Idrissa. Back to Mahimbu, and now back to goalkeeper Haji. Tumble, but no foul. Saddam looked at the assistant referee, but he wasn't getting a free kick for that. Chole can't keep it in play. Chole, it's out for a throw. Chole for Tanzania over on the far side of the pitch. Every one of the 11 Tanzanian starters, and indeed I think all the subs as well, all play their football back home in Tanzania. Likewise with the Egyptians, more or less all of their squad play at home in Egypt, apart from Omar Fuda in midfield, who plays for El Nasser in the UAE. Amado, who's on the bench, actually plays for Sosal Red Liverpool club in USA. It's a low drive towards goal. Again, it was Adam, again, unable to cause any damage, but he was a bit closer that time. One back in the midfield from Foda. It's the run. Adam. Into Foda. Salam goes on the outside. He's not going to make it easy, Idrissa, that's for certain. But he's back up from Mbengalendi. Again, the supply line down the right for Egypt is quickly shut out. Good defending by Tanzania. Serengeti boys have been a breath of fresh air in this tournament and cannot be discarded. They are the underdogs in this semi-final. But this is an Egyptian side that, whilst they have improved, they haven't set the world alight earlier on in the tournament. And if they slip back to some old habits, they could find themselves in spot of bother here against a decent Tanzania side that can defend and attack. 20.5 minutes gone, 0-0 at the Moulay El Hassan Stadium in Rabat. Given as a goal kick, but under a bit of pressure there was the Egyptian goalkeeper Malik. Sure, that didn't come off the goalkeeper last. Goal kick given. Saddam maybe grabbing the shirt and having a swipe with the goalkeeper didn't help. It might be a free kick as opposed to a goal kick. Another clearance from Malik. Well, just heading up to the halfway point in the first half. You'd have to say Egypt have had the more sizable possession, the better chances. Not anything major in the way of chances, it has to be said. Adam Khaled not really causing any damage with their efforts. It's a very talented Tanzanian side that they want to try and get on the ball. It's where they're at their best. It's an interesting long ball. Trying to focus on bringing the players in down the channels. That was, again, a big ask for Chenga this time. Goal kick is the outcome. We have reached the halfway stage of this first half. Egypt 0, Tanzania 0. Don't forget, we've got Senegal to come later against the hosts Morocco. Foot was high, the free kick given. Well, we're no closer to finding out which of these two will be in the final on Tuesday. Lofted ball into the penalty area. And it was on target, the header from Mbegu. Quite calm in the collection from Malik, the goalkeeper. It's going for a little bit of a stop-start spell in the game.
Build client credibility with Gmail. Look professional with a custom business domain and craft replies faster with Gemini.
Tanzania seen a bit more of the ball in the last few minutes. It's another one of those quick balls up towards the front line of three. It's a bit too forceful, that one for Lukman. It was Won by Danny, but the foul was committed. Danny against Idrissa battle is one of many intriguing battles taking place on the pitch. Idrissa has proven to be a very solid and dependable left fullback. Towards the right-hand side, and Saddam from Lipuga. Begu. He's done well, those long legs helping it out wide. And off goes Saddam, cut out momentarily at least by Gamal, but still Tanzania going strong into the final 20 metres of the pitch. Cutting in from the right-hand side, not finding any way through, but they're still going here, Tanzania. This is much, much better from them. Starting to find some fluidity in their pass and move. That was just a bit too much from Mbengalendi. He goes down. And, a yellow card has been shown to Ahmed Safwat. He is not on a yellow card, so he doesn't just automatically miss the file on that single caution. It's the first time that the referee has got the yellow out in this game, and it's to the captain of Egypt. He might just feel a little frustrated in that they've perhaps been the better side so far, and in the last couple of minutes, Tanzania have looked very strong. It's the cooling break. And let me tell you, you need one today. It's been very warm here in Morocco. And the great thing about coming to Morocco and Rabat is they've got the facilities here to house a tournament that can take place in the summer without it being extraordinarily hot. But it's not hot today. Well, some instructions being relayed by the Serengeti boys coach Lenzi Saganzelu. Just having another look at the replay of that yellow card for Ahmed Safwat. It's a little indication that maybe it could have been a red card. Certainly run the studs down the leg of Mbengalendi. I've seen them referred, if nothing else, but there was no FVS call on that from Tanzania. Maybe that's a mistake. Maybe they should have done. For those of you who don't know, there's no VAR, but there is FVS, which is basically no VAR officials. It's all done by the referee and his fourth official. Both teams have two calls, but all big shouts are also checked by the match officials as and when necessary. Idrissa drinks back over. 28 minutes have been played. Tanzania have picked up where they left off before that cooling break. Took a ball out towards the right-hand side. Saddam stopped from making progress by Gamal. Lipuga. Travelling backwards. Begu. Pugu. Pugu in the right back position there, coming more central for a moment. It's coolly done from Mbegu. Dismas. Forward by Idrissa. But they've won it back here, Egypt, with Safwat. Good interception by Mahimbo. Mahimbo, the captain today for Tanzania. Scholl. Excellently done. Idrissa's on the run, try to knock it wide, but straight to Salam. Both sides giving the ball away cheaply, and here come Egypt looking to profit with Khaled. Khaled plays it inside. It's good play from Safwat to find Adam on the corner edge of the penalty area. Adam cuts inside. 3 blue-shirted defensive players there to cut the supply line off. Adam again. Puts it into the box. It's a good ball in as well. Headed away by Mbegu. Tanzania's turn to head forward. Dismas. Sadam. I think it was Lukman. Now Sadam. And the volley away from U17. Egypt 0, Tanzania 0. We've played just over half an hour. Switch from right to left. That will be a throw into Tanzania. Watched carefully out by Mbengalendi. Forward steps Idrissa Kasim Kalende, who plays for TDS in Tanzania. Takes the throw, and it's back out wide again from Mbengalendi. Held up by Lukman. Backwards to go forwards. Surely. That's a neat pass. Saddam took it on his chest. Cleared away by Mohamed Gamal. It's a game of intrigue so far. Still, we have a scoreline of 0-0. Tanzania have been much a better side in the last 10 minutes or so. Overall, you'd have to say this is a semi-final where, with 13 minutes to half-time, it's very difficult to separate these two. And he's an enthusiastic coach is Alienza Saganzelu out there giving his orders. Throw into Egypt to be taken by Mohamed Gamal. By Dismas. Good tackle low to get the ball back for Egypt. Very congested in that area of the midfield, so probably wise to bring it out towards the right-hand side. It's a chance to cut inside for Danny. Has to go backwards again though. Adele. Tamer back to his goalkeeper Malik. White-footed, looking at distance. It's good from Malik. Puga with a header away. Great talent is Lukman. He's held the ball up brilliantly there, and he's going on a rampaging run. Stopped and then won back again. Egypt thought they got it back. It's a disappointing pass from Chenga. Two very evenly matched sides that can play the game the way it should be played, but at the same token, they're both very physical. As Shirley has just found out to his cost. Safwat followed through after the ball had gone. Safwat's got to be careful. He's on a yellow card. That was the tackle by Danny, who also needs to be very, very careful. And get the ball there. He is on a yellow from a previous match, which means he would be missing the final if he gets a yellow card today. Likewise, Shirley of Tanzania. So we're back underway. Mahimbu. Idrissa. When that ball's played in, it is imperative that the front man, whoever it is, kills it and brings it down and sticks And that's something that perhaps Tanzania have not done enough of so far. Lukman was guilty there. He let it bounce away from him. Win again by Idrissa. Time and space for Tamer. Backwards to goalkeeper Malik. Kicked off the game with more sunshine than shade, but that's swapped itself over now. There's more shade and sunshine. That's going to be a free kick. It was a battering ram of a run from Charlotte. And he's been stopped in his tracks. Just leaning in, wasn't he, Omar Fouda? And Saddam was making progress. So tumbling to the floor, and look how close that is to the penalty area. This is a worry for Egypt. Well, they've got a fully reinforced wall here of 5. Needs to go back into its position, though. Carefully lining up. His wall is Malek. 9 minutes to go to half-time. This could be a big moment in the first half of this semi-final, the first of 2 semi-finals. Interesting to get people's opinion, who they think it will be in the final. It's a hard one to call, these 2 semi-finals. Tanzania with a free kick, and it's hit straight into the wall by Mbengalende. It's out for a throw-in on the far side. Left for Lupuga. It's a good turn. Again, it's cleared away. Lupuga. That's neatly done by Diasmas. Saddam into the penalty area. So good header away. It's not been cleared yet. It's picked back up again. Oh, it was knocked into space by Saddam when it needed to be a little bit more controlled. And now Egypt can break away, but there was a foul there, which will result in a yellow card. 3 players all down. I think it's going to be... Chenga went in, I think. Was it Chenga that's got the yellow card? Chenga and Muhimbo went for the same ball. There, he's played the ball, you would say. This was the run into the box. He's a danger man, Saddam. Shot was well blocked by Adel. A brave header away by Tamer. The man down is, I think, Mahimbu. 7 minutes to half-time. Morocco fans are rocking up for their semi-final in nice and early. 2 for 1 in this stadium tonight. 2 yellow cards. Chenga's the man that got the yellow card. I thought he got the ball. I thought he played the ball. I think it's a little on the harsh side, but that's the decision that's been made by Encino 20 Anyukwa. Chenga, the yellow card. Right, the referee is now going to come over and have a look. Oh, it'll give us a chance to have a look at this in a little bit more detail. So the FVS is called into action for the first time, the alternative to VAR. It is basically VAR without VAR officials. This is the... Is there a handball in there? That's where the call has come. Both coaches get 2 calls, and I think Tanzania have called this, although I didn't see the card handed over. The trouble is with this competition is that there aren't too many cameras in the on all four sides. However, for this semi-final, there are cameras behind the goal. Now he's flicked it on here. It looks to me like he's pulled away. It's flicked up in the air here. It looks like Umar Furda retracts. Listen, it's gone that far. I don't think there's enough there to merit there being a handball in the big semi-final. It's clear and obvious. No, it's not. Are you picking up a yellow? Are you picking up a yellow? Are you picking up a handball there? Am I missing something? I don't think there is one there. It may be there. Does it touch the hand? Does it change direction? I don't think they've got enough correct angles here to be able to. Do you know what? I don't even know which one they're looking at the moment, because there's potentially a handball against Adele, potentially a handball against Omar Furda. I don't think there's enough in either of them personally, but let's see what Ancino Tuanianyukwa says.
After review, there was no handball by defender. So final decision.
I don't think anyone can argue with that. It was given a thorough inspection though, wasn't it? I kind of felt like she was really rooting through the evidence to try and find that handball that Tanzania were appealing for, but I don't think there was anything in there, not enough. Would have been very harsh in a stage like this, a semi-final. Turn, all over the top, nearly finding Saddam. Well, we've got 3 minutes of the first half plus injury time remaining. Certainly that FVS check has just held up proceedings slightly, hasn't it? And come the medics. There's a player down in the penalty area. That player down is Adam, the Zamalek winner. Incidentally, these two nations have met 3 times before, under 17 level. They met in a friendly just over 12 months ago, and Egypt lost the game 1-0. They met in 2 meetings in 2012 over 2 legs at the AFCON. Obviously, different generation, 2012, I know it was 14 years ago. And both games were actually won 3-0 by Tanzania. So 3 games played, 3 wins for Tanzania and 3 clean sheets for Tanzania against the Egyptians. So history on their side. There were only a couple of players amongst the squads today that would have played in that friendly from March of 2025, just over a year ago. So a free kick, or was it a drop ball? It's a drop ball. .90 seconds remaining in the first half. Egypt 0, Tanzania 0. Nervously up in the air from Tamer. Dealt with by Mohamed Gamal, who manages to get the ball clear. Tanzania. Well, if you dissect the first half up, you'd say that Egypt had the better start, but Tanzania have been the better side in the second half of the first half. Not a first half of 2 halves by any means, but both sides have had their moments. This is very even. I wouldn't want to call this one. 90 minutes and then penalties. No extra time in the CAF competitions for youth level. No development extra time on the youngsters. Straight to penalties. We're just about to find out from the fourth official down below how many more minutes to play. Answer is 3. Sounds about right. Here come Egypt, who haven't really forced anything going forward for a while. They're not going to with passes like that straight at Chenga. Drisa back inside to Charlotte. Rainbow. He goes back to Haji, the goalkeeper. It's Egypt coming forward. Nearly a minute of the 3 minutes added on. Gone. Gamal. Charged away. Throw into Egypt. I think there's room for improvement from both sides in the retention of the ball. But you can't fault that both teams have defended excellently, not only in their defensive units, but in the way that they have closed down the ball when not in possession. You feel like both sides are more than happy when they haven't got the ball. It feels like that sort of game at the moment, even though it's been very even. Bengalende. It's been pinched away from Charlotte. Played by Fuda. Safwa squeezing it across to Danny, who goes for goal. It was a long, long way out. Mistake. Get what he was trying to do. It was a slight leaning back, which meant that ball was fired way over the top of Haji's crossbar. 0-0. Is this one heading for penalties? If it is, then Tanzania have had a little bit more rehearsal, haven't they, with real-life quarter-final penalty shootout that they won against Algeria. They scored every one of their 4 penalties in that one. Does that give them an advantage? Who knows? Will it get that far?
Everyone keeps asking me how I do my podcast alone. The answer, Riverside. I get high quality podcast recordings right from my room. And I'm not even using expensive equipment. Watch this. Riverside turns my recording into social clips automatically. It even creates thumbnails and writes the description, so I can post it fast without getting overwhelmed. If you want to start a podcast, this is the only tool you need. Try it for free today.
Or evenly matched sides. And, well, there goes the half-time whistle. And the Egyptian players and the Tanzanian players have put on a battle. There is very little between the two sides. Egypt started the better. I think it's fair to say Tanzania ended the first half the stronger side, but very little in it, as I say. And at half-time, we have a scoreline of Tanzania 0, Egypt 0 in this first semi-final of the CAF Under-17 AFCON in 2026. Who goes to the final, Tanzania or Egypt? Well, we're no closer to finding out, but there's a big 45 minutes just around the corner. And if that doesn't decide a winner, then a penalty shootout will. Half-time, it's 0-0.
After review, there was no handball by defender. So
بشيل عشان انت اللي هتشيل. انت اللي هتشيل. خش شمال شويه. خش عليا. خش على بس. ارجع بقى شويه. والله انت اللي هتشيلها. بقول لك انا مش عايز. بلاش ايدك. بلاش ايدك يا دي. بلاش ايدك يا دي. ما تمسكش ولا تزق. يلا 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 فوق. عبد الله اي حاجه عندك عبد الله شيل. اي حاجه عندك شيل. شيل كويس كويس. واحدة بقى جامد. خلاص خلاص خلاص. عدل عدل بقى. الله. ايوه كده ايوه. يا سلام صبيا.
Okay, quick Truxton update. He is not a picky eater anymore, like at all. In fact, with all this protein and fiber, he's
Free kick to goal kick. We've played nearly 10 minutes of this second half. There's no change in the way that this game is unfolding. Is it going to be a mistake? Is it going to be a moment of magic? What will it be to entice a winner? And into the penalty area from Danny. It's cleared away. Sent forward again by Omar Fouda, but nothing of it. It's brought away by Charlie. Into the feet of Lukman. And that's a good ball. Well, it could have been a good ball. It just ran away from Saddam. We've seen one or two very good matches in this tournament. Interested to hear what people's thoughts are. What was the best match? Probably has to be Tanzania's epic quarter-final against Algeria at 3-3, but there have been other good games as well. It's a crunching challenge from Lepuga. Left his mark on Zayed Surda there. Free kick is going to be taken by Edel. Long punt into that penalty area. No real issues in getting the ball clear for Tanzania. Both teams coming into this semi-final unchanged from the quarter-final. It's gone the way of Tanzania. Both teams have the World Cup in Qatar to look forward to. And the experience of this competition will stand them in very good stead. There will be teams that will participate in that tournament and haven't had the same sort of AFCON experience as these two. Egypt 0, Tanzania 0. 12 minutes gone in the second half. It's a drive forward down the right-hand side from Dismas. Into the box will be dealt with by Salam. It's an Egyptian throw. Will it be the Serengeti boys or the Pharaohs that compete in the final? Senegal against Morocco to come later on. Egypt having to retreat back into their own half. Tanzania try and build up ahead of steam. Lost under his feet there, Charlotte. Found Dismas. Back out wide, but he won't gather that, Sadam. Throw into Egypt. We're heading fast, rapidly up towards the hour mark. Half an hour remaining in this game. 2/3 of the game gone. Clear-cut chances. Well, they've not even been at a premium. I don't think we've had a clear-cut chance, not yet. There's one or two legs start to tire. Maybe this game's beginning to open up. Here's Adrissa. We haven't seen him get forward anywhere near enough. Twisting, turning, getting inside. It's on his unfavoured foot. He gets the cross in, and it just bounced away from Dismas. It's a foul. And a free kick to Egypt. I said it in the first half, Tanzania won on penalties in the quarter-final, scoring all 4 of their goals. Does that give them the advantage in the penalties in this game? You would have thought so, wouldn't you? Another change for Egypt. And they take off Khalid, front man, 2 goals in this tournament, but hasn't got any change out of Mbegu and Mahimbu, so they try something a little different. Stick Amir on. Egypt's got a player down. Medical staff are quick to react, ready to come out. The injured player is Yasin Taima, and it's Lukman that gets a yellow card. Confirmation of the Lukman yellow card. This moment in time, no one has accumulated the necessary yellows to rule them out of the final. .61 minutes gone. Free kick. Adel will take it. He's gained a yard or two. Foul was definitely inside his own half. The free kick is being taken in the opposite half. There is a VAR card that's been handed over by the Egyptian manager, Ahmed El Kas, and that will be looked at by the referee. It has to be mandatory. So, was there a red card in that? It was a yellow card for Lookman. And the big question is, should it be upgraded to a red? Let's have a look. The Egyptian manager thought so. When you slow it down here, wasn't this one? I think they're saying, is this a foul in the first place against him to knock him off the scent? And it goes up in the air. Was that elbow into the neck of U17 from Lookman? And every so often these FVS cards are handed over in hope rather than expectation, and you feel that this one is erring on the side of hope, because I'm not expecting anything to be upgraded here. That would be incredibly harsh against Lookman. Well, it hasn't stopped the referee from having a good look. Yes, she thinks that this is a deliberate elbow into the face of the defender. I think he's leant in. It's a foul, but there's no intent there, I don't think. Let's see what the interpretation is from Encino 20 and U17.
After review, the player used a palm, not an elbow, with a medium intensity. So my final vote is
wag of the finger from a disgruntled Egyptian coach, Ahmed Al-Kas. I think it's the right decision. You can't have players being sent off for something like that. Free kick, yes. Yellow card, yes. Red card, no. No players left on the pitch if we're going to adopt that theory. Not quite sure what the Egyptian coach was trying to get out of that one. So, still 11 against 11, and we've played 64 minutes, and it's Egypt 0, it's Tanzania 0, and this semi-final is fast descending into what begins to look like a penalty shootout, barring some late drama maybe. Just to recap, by the way, Egypt and Tanzania both have 2 FVS cards, video system cards, where they can call on a review of an incident. That incident there, the elbow was called upon by Egypt. And nothing come of it. It did take a while, didn't it? It was a long review. Well held up by Adele. Back here it came. Back again for Saddam, but he can't root his way beyond Amar. That's a good ball into the box, headed away by Salam, and then hit first time. It wasn't really a great connection from Dismas, and it will trickle behind for a goal kick. So still, we are seeking the first goal. I don't think either goalkeeper has had anything to save so far. It's been an epic battle in the centre of the field, really, isn't it? And both teams have defended stoutly. Neither has let the other in an attacking sense at all, have they? It's been that type of game, so evenly matched, so much at stake. It's going to be magic, mistake, one of those two, magic or mistake, to solve this riddle, I'm afraid. Let's hope it's magic, because we don't want anyone making a mistake. Of course, if it goes to penalties somewhere, there will be a villain. And for these young players, it's heartbreaking. Well, for any player, it's heartbreaking, but 16, 17-year-old miss a penalty in a major tournament semi-final is really not something that anyone wants to see. And Tanzania won against the Algerians on penalties, 3-3 after 90 minutes, 4-3 on penalties. Didn't miss any. But he is still complaining, Ahmed El-Khas, about the challenge that went to video review. And a change for Egypt, their fourth change. Omar Fouda goes off with a yellow card to his name, so probably not a bad thing. Amadou is a like-for-like player. Plays in the USA for Social Red Liverpool Club, whom I'm afraid I know nothing about, so I can't tell you what level they are. A lot of this second half has been inside the Egypt half. I'll go as far as to say neither goalkeeper has been extended in any way, shape or form so far. We're past the midway point in the second half, and as every minute ticks by, so everyone prepares for the inevitable penalty shootout. You feel there's a degree of inevitability about it, but you never say that in football because something can just turn up out of the blue. As I say, it's probably going to be a moment of magic or a mistake. Free kick to Egypt. The end of the road for Omar Fouda on a yellow card. So we're hoping that his teammates can get this one over the line. It's a difficult one to call, though. Big, strong Tanzanian side. At times their technique is good, but just finding that difficulty in linking up with the front men. Maybe that could change now through the middle, almost finding Lukman. Good play by Saddam, and now it's with Idrissa. It's a slack pass. Amadou cut out by Lupuga. Lupuga beats one, beats the second person to the ball as well. One back by Egypt. So we'll play on this near side. The stadium is just slowly filling up, ready for the evening kickoff between Senegal and the hosts, Morocco. They'll know who they're playing in the final by the time they come out to warm up. Will it be Tanzania or will it be Egypt? Egypt trying to put a few passes together. Adel. This is Salam. Driving run forward. Stretches, and somehow he does get there. And here come Tanzania, looking dangerous, looking to get forward. Idrissa cuts inside, and the shot is high over the crossbar. It hasn't opened up to that extent much all game. Bengalende, I feel he should have done better. It was outside the area again, though. Every shot we've seen in this game, I think, has been outside the area. He wasn't tested, was he? He hasn't been tested. Neither goalkeeper has been tested. It's still 0-0. Quick reminder that we have the second semi-final coming right up after this one. Morocco against Senegal. Cooling break at the moment, so you're not missing anything. Chance to take those fluids on board and perhaps one or two final tweaks from the two head coaches. Well, they won the penalty shootout in the quarter-final, did Tanzania. That open and expansive 3-3 draw against Algeria was a polar opposite match in itself to what we've seen here, a cagey affair where chances have been, well, I'm not even going to say few and but far between. Chances have been almost non-existent because it's been that tight. It's been that competitive. It's been that defensive dominated match from both sides. Tino Twanianyukwa is ready to restart the match. Moroccan fans starting to congregate. There's a few Egyptians scattered around the ground. There's a pocket of Tanzania fans that have turned up for this game as well and have followed them all through the tournament. It's a good one in the midfield from Chenga. Gets it wide and bang it. Lendi. Get to the byline, but he can. He keeps it in play. Salam is keeping him company and gets it out for a throw. Quick throw in. Cleared by Adele, who was quickest on the scene. "17 minutes to go. And a first change for Tanzania. Kazinga is going to come on for Chenga, who's on a yellow card. Kazinga's got 1 goal so far in this competition. He'd be a national hero if he got a second. He's a lively character. Maybe he holds the key. Kazinga on for Chenga. Down the left-hand side, Tanzania on the attack. This is Shola. Buga. First touch very quickly on the ball, Kazinga. We'll be looking for those pockets of space. Kazinga in and around. Shola and Dismas in the midfield. Drusa. Enough by Shola to Mayimbo. Mayimbo to the right-hand side. And now Egypt can break away. It's a knock and go. It's done incredibly well there, Lipuga. Very good. Nice bursting forward there, Kazinga. Now Egypt have it over the halfway line. As the Moroccan fans begin to rock up, they boo every time that the Egyptians start to attack. That's where the boos are coming from. There is a massive rivalry between Egypt and Morocco. Cross comes in, that's very close to goalkeeper Haji and an easy catch. A bit of hostility. Oh, that's a header up in the air. There might be a chance here for Tanzania. Oh, that's brilliant goalkeeping. Malik was quickly off his line to deny Lukman by coming out and steaming round the striker and getting the ball, getting his hands to the ball as well. It's good goalkeeping. It was an error in front of him by Adel, but nearly exposed the Egyptian defence. It was nearly a big moment in the game, and we haven't had one yet. 1 hour, 15 minutes of football, and not a single clear-cut chance. That was nearly it. Great goalkeeping by Malik. And here come Egypt into the penalty area themselves. Whip shot. Well, that's the first time that a goalkeeper has been forced into action. And it was a curling effort from Danny and a good save from Haji. It's going to be a corner to Egypt. And this was good from Danny. Cuts inside, and that's an excellent effort. Well, I said a moment of magic. That was a moment of magic from Danny. Really good effort. It's a save that you'd expect the goalkeeper to make. This was a save at the other end. Both goalkeepers have been exerted more in the last 2 minutes than they have in the previous 74. Corner. Slung in deep. It's over the goalkeeper. It's headed down. And, well, they managed to deal with it, Tanzania. But with the first header coming in, there was a moment of concern for Mozambique. But this game suddenly, out of the blue, is really starting to open up. Down the line from Dismas. This is Saddam.
Meet the brand new Wondershare Uni Converter 14, the all-in-one video toolbox to convert, compress, edit.
Berg up, and then whipped in by Saddam and straight at the goalkeeper. That's more like it. It's just starting to buzz into shape, this game, with 13 minutes to go. Suddenly the realisation that maybe we just need to do something a little different to win this game without the need of penalties. Here come Tanzania again over the halfway line. Dismas, who's plays for TDS in Tanzania, gets it wide. Bengalendi, it's a good play. Now, needs a cross of some sort from Kazinga. Brugge strong side of Tanzania. They've given the ball away here. Egypt coming forward with Mohamed Gamal. Gamal linking with Amir. Gamal again. It's a challenge from behind, and the referee saw it as being an okay challenge. And now it's Tanzania steering forward. Lookman taking on the defender, Tama. Tanzania have got bodies in here, and there might be an opportunity. Oh, he had the chance to hit it. He decided to take a touch in Bengalendi, and that was a costly mistake. And now it's Egypt venturing forward with Danny. He looks like their go-to man at the moment. Nearly scored with the best chance of the game that was tipped over the bar by Hadji a few minutes ago. 11 minutes to go. Penalties on the horizon, but suddenly this game just beginning to come to the boil. Saddam gives it back to Lapuga. Back into the midfield, and Charlotte through the lines, out on the outside for Bengalendi. That's a poor pass, straight to Gamal, and he releases it quick down the middle. Goalkeeper's going to need to come out of his box to deal with that one, and he read the situation very quickly there, Hadji. Clears it right-footed downfield. Tanzania again on the attack. That's going to be a free kick. Completely misjudged that, did Adele. Went straight through the back of Lookman. Free kick. Referee had an easy decision to make on that one. Tagged it very badly, really, in the end, didn't it? Challenge there from Kazinga to break up a potentially damaging attack from Egypt. Here comes a free kick. Very dangerous ball in. It's not been properly cleared. Now, what can Tanzania do? So another ball into the box from Lapuga, and a looping header. He's over the bar. They want a corner. They're not going to get it, though, Tanzania. Well, an Egypt-Morocco final will be pretty tasty, being neighbours coming into contact. This is a semi-final that could go either way. Well, it's just started to buzz into life, Danny. If they do get to the final, Danny will at least be able to play. He's not picked up another yellow card today to suspend him for the final, so that's one weight off his shoulders. Danny makes the exit. Replaced by Ivona, who plays in Egypt for Al Ali. One of the top clubs, of course, in Egypt. Now a run forward from Zayed Saudi. Amadou, Saudi. Bashir, Salam. Interesting delivery, too close to the goalkeeper. Hadji. He's a quick decision maker, is Hadji, and everything he's done today, he's quickly tuned his brain in and not changed his mind. He's got everything spot on. There's still time for a winner. Tanzania. I think up to about 20-minute mark in this game, you thought Egypt was a slightly better side, but Tanzania finished the first half better. They've been a better side in the second half. They're on the attack here. This is Mbengalenge. Gets round the outside, across the face of goal. A better time run would have meant a tap-in. And they were fortunate, Egypt, there wasn't one. Mbengalenge plays it into the danger zone. Doesn't quite get a touch at the near post. Sedan doesn't make the run quick enough at the far post. Turning into shape here. This is Tanzania shooting and forcing a save from Malik. It was Amir that hit it, and they're really on the up at the moment. Tanzania into the box. It's cleared away. Adrissa again. Tanzania pushing the Egyptians all the way. A shot that is blocked. The game has come to life more in the last 10 minutes than it did the previous 70. And the growing number of Morocco fans that are filtering into this stadium is giving Tanzania more and more support, and they're lifting to that occasion. They're lifting to that support. I just feel that these Moroccan followers might make a difference. They certainly will in the semi-final, I'm sure, if they'll make lots of noise. And here come Egypt. Whistles every time they come forward now. Long ball in from Salim. Again, good decision making from Hadji. Not long, 6 minutes to go. Is there one big chance in this game that could settle it? Or are we heading for another penalty shootout? Flick on. Goalkeeper will come and sort that out, I'm sure. Hadji. Mbegu. Striding forward, the big number 5. He's giving it away. That's not a good pass at all, but he's retrieved it from Saudi as Mbegu atoned his error. Egypt still have it. This is Gamal. Thrust it towards goal. Look how quickly was blocked there by Mahimbo. Vital interception. That might have been flying in. You just don't know. Egypt on the ball inside the Tanzania half, but in their attempt to try and link up, they've given the ball away. Lovely skills from Dismas. Reverse back inside. This is Kazinga over the top. Now it's Saddam. He's goal side of his marker. Diving header. Oh, it's gone wide. Well, that was the big moment in the game. I'm not sure it would have counted from Lukman, but my goodness me. They have rose to the occasion with the Moroccan support behind them. And that is agonising. A diving header that goes back across the face of goal. Lukman with the high boot. That's probably where the referee's whistle actually went. And the diving header from Mbengalenge. It was a high boot from Lukman. Egypt. They're hedging their bets a little here. Much better game now, isn't it? Much better game. And Tanzania and their fans will be feeling the final will be in touch and distance if they just get one more chance and take it. I feel if there's going to be another chance in this game, it will go their way. Much the better side. That was the save made earlier on to keep out the drive from Kazinga. Kazinga's made a little bit of difference since coming on. Both goalkeepers who have more to do in the last 10 minutes than they have since the very first minute of the game. An injury to Malik. Also, Salam has received some treatment for a head injury. Egypt 0, Tanzania 0, 87 minutes gone. So, free kick. It was a high boot, I can confirm. It's Malik that takes the free kick, knocks it long. Headed back again by Muhimbo. 2.5 minutes plus injury time. They're feeding off the crowd here. Oh, Tanzania. Bengalini back to Idrissa, gets the cross in, flying header away by Adel. Back out again to Dismas. Still going here. Can he angle the cross in? He can't, but he does win a corner. 2 minutes to go. It'd be good to see that second semi-final later on with a good, healthy crowd inside the Moulay Al Hassan Stadium. As they've started to come in, it's really lifted the game. It's opened it up. There's a few tired legs out there, but they've responded, especially Tanzania, to the atmosphere. Referee, his eyes at the back of the head at the moment to deal with the confrontations at the back end of this penalty area. It's a corner to Tanzania. Last minute of the game. In it comes. It's flicked onto them at the near post and eludes everyone. Straight behind, goal kick. And we take another step closer to penalties. Well, over the 90, there's no doubt that Tanzania have been the better side overall. They haven't found the finish. Malik to take this goal kick with 30 seconds remaining. There will be added time. How much? We'll find out in a minute. 20 seconds time. Flicked on. Egypt trying to get forward with a Avona. Greeted by more whistles. Avona's got two defenders, one either side of it. Slotted it down the line. Not quite sure what he was trying to achieve there. Well, I can tell you what he was trying to achieve. Winning a corner. 6 minutes of added time. And I perhaps owe an apology to Avona there for saying not quite sure what he's doing. He's winning a corner. That's what he's doing. And this could be a moment for Egypt. Well, it's at the business end of this semi-final now. It's a late winner, or it's a penalty shootout. In comes the corner. Safe pair of hands, and they have been safe all afternoon, Hadji. Hadji's been brought down. He's going to run outside the penalty area. It's probably not a good idea if it was still live, but yellow card shown to Ahmed Bashir. He wasn't too happy there, was he, Hadji? 6 minutes of added time. We've played 1 minute. Well, I promise you drama. I promise you. I don't know if it's going to come in penalties or late drama. Hang in with us, we'll find out. Long ball forward. Header away from Yassin Tamer. Second 1-1 by Bashir. Looping header. Again, it's Tamer that gets it away. away by Egypt. Header to safety from Lapuga. Loose in that midfield from Tanzania, and it's allowed Egypt the ball. They've got it wide with Avona. This time he had the last touch, Avona, and that's going to be a throw-in. Long kick forward. The game has opened up in the last 10 minutes or so. Still waiting on that first goal. What can Tanzania cook up here? In the midfield with Kazinga. That's a testing ball out wide, and it required Adele stepping forward and clearing the ball into touch. Throw into Tanzania. We'll give them a prayer in the group stages, but they came through. Flying colours. Beat Angola 3-0, beat Mozambique's 3-0. 2 3-0 wins, and everyone sat up with reason. They're a good side. Free kick to Egypt. We are halfway through the 6 minutes of stoppage time. Can Tanzania, or indeed Egypt, find that late winner? So Egypt's trying to set off on the attack, but there's just too many blue shirts there. They're a tool side, Tanzania. They're always going to fend those aerial threats off with considerable ease. Don't forget, we've got the second semi-final later this evening. Morocco against Senegal. Hope you can join us. That'll be a cracker. There'll be a good atmosphere inside this stadium as well as the crowd start to build for that one. Kickoff is just over an hour away. Two teams will be out warming up very shortly. Ball is cleared for touch. Tanzania 0, Egypt 0. It remains 2 minutes more of stoppage time, and then all the talking goes out of the window and it comes down to penalties. Who's got the nerve? Who's got the focus? Who can do the job and who will make the mistakes? That's all to come, unless there is a late winner here. Get the feeling when that final whistle goes, there will be a huge sigh of relief for Egypt, because they could have easily lost this game. Having said that, Tanzania were very good with their penalties the other night against Algeria. 4 taken, 4 scored. Here come Egypt. They might not need it to run into a dangerous...
Keep your business safe with Gemini and Google Workspace. Our AI helps prevent threats.
Area from Gamal finds Amir. Amir can't turn. Look how many blue shirts are back there to smother the danger very quickly. It's defending like that, which has led to a game full of relatively few chances. There have been more for Tanzania than they have for Egypt, and it is Tanzania trying to force the issue now in the very last minute of stoppage time. 95th of 96 minutes. Here they come, Tanzania. Kazinga. It's a rifled shot. Well, that would have been quite something. A rasping effort from distance from Charlotte. If this goes in, it would have been quite something. And I tell you what, it wasn't very far away, was it? He swung for that with the right foot. There haven't been many better chances than that across the last hour and a half, let me tell you. It has been a fascinating, intriguing encounter between two very evenly matched sides. Tanzania have risen to the occasion as the crowd have started to pour into this stadium. They've finished strong, but haven't been able to finish off Egypt. Can they do so with this one last attack? Egypt win it back. It's cleared away. The final whistle blows, and the first semi-final ends goalless and will be decided on a penalty shootout. Well, Egypt started the game itself the stronger, without creating much. Tanzania ending the first half the better side, again without creating much. Tanzania with a better side in the second half. Both sides had some better chances towards the end, but there was no breakthrough. And it finishes Egypt 0, Tanzania 0. And the Pharaohs and the Serengeti boys must now prepare for that penalty shootout. I'll take a quick break and I'll be back for that penalty shootout in just a few moments' time. Stay with us and watch the preparations. And we'll describe all the action as it unfolds in that penalty shootout in just a moment. So penalties it is. Tanzania 0, Egypt 0, the score after 90 minutes. There are no matches with extra time at youth level in Africa. CAF goes straight to penalties. Two tosses of a coin, one to decide who goes first, one to decide which end of the stadium the penalties will be taken. Looks like Egypt have won the toss for deciding which end. Adele is pointed away to our right. Tanzania won in the quarter-final on penalties. They scored 4 out of 4. Egypt will be hoping they can be the more composed from the spot in this shootout. Hearts are racing, nerves are jangling. There's a place in the CAF Under-17 AFCON final at stake here. It's all about one kick of a football. Who has the nerve? Who has the composure? Well, see there, the Egyptian players, a lot of them sitting on the ground still, not got up to prepare for this. They are fully focused in a circle, Tanzania. They've been there and seen it all before in the quarterfinal. It's now down to a semi-final showdown that goes to penalties. Don't forget, coming up, Morocco against Senegal in the second semi-final right here. Kickoff is exactly an hour away in that one. The two teams will be out warming up straight after the penalty shootout, I would imagine. They've been a stronger side in the 90 minutes. They have the experience from the quarter-final. You have to feel the advantage is slightly with Tanzania. We're talking about psychology here. What can Egypt conjure up? They've also got the home crowd on their side, Tanzania. And every penalty that Egypt will take will be quickly greeted with whistles and boos. Well, it's going to be Egypt to go first. It's a long walk. It looks like a long walk. I'm sure that does wonders for your knees. And everything that Hadji has done as a goalkeeper this evening, he's been confident. Only had the one save to make, which he tipped over the bar, but his handling's been excellent. What's his penalty saving like? Well, first up is Mohamed Gamal. Two goalkeepers being spoken to by the referee. And a crescendo of boos. This is a test of nerve and character, especially for the Egyptians. The locals, the Moroccans, want their neighbours to fail. Can Egypt rise above the bait? Mohamed Gamal. Well, that's the way to answer the whistles. 1-0. Very good penalty, sent the goalkeeper the wrong way. Never in doubt. Bengalendi next up. Mizaki, Juma, Bengalendi. It's advantage Egypt. Bengalendi. Oh, it was a poor penalty. And it's been missed, and it's advantage Egypt. It was a long run up. And there was a focus in putting it in one place only. And the goalkeeper, Malik, guessed right and makes the save. It wasn't an outstanding save. It was an important save, an heroic save. And now Hadji really does need to get his side back on track with a save of his own. Second Egyptian penalty is Amir. Such a long run up this time. Steps to the left, he steps up. Makes it look easy. He looks like someone has been practicing. 2-0 to Egypt. Well, advantage Egypt, but I've seen penalty shootouts lost from that situation before. It can quickly change, but there's one simple equation here. Tanzania simply have to score. Lapugo. Just. Lapuga scores 2-1. That had to go in. It nearly didn't. And he knows it, Malik. He was nearly there. So close. There was so little space between fingertips post. And somehow he managed that little tiny area. He's picked it out. I suppose you could call that a very good penalty from the Purga. All that matters is it's gone in and it keeps Tanzania alive. Egypt ready to take their next penalty. It's saved! Amado misses. That's pleased the locals. And now a chance for Tanzania to step back into parity. Both teams have missed one. And the goalkeeper bided his time and didn't get put off by the stutter. Put off the penalty taker more than the goalkeeper, and he got down and makes a good save. Hadji, the hero of the penalty shootout in the quarter-final. And he's back up to his old tricks again. Idrissa. He's had a really good game at left-back. He's had a good tournament as well. Not much of a run-up. That's how to take a penalty. Smashes it. Well, a goalkeeper, quite frankly, could stand still or dive either way. He's not going to stop that. That is the best of the penalties so far. Laces, leather. Lovely. 2-2, 3 each. Inseparable once more. Egypt and Tanzania. Next up, it's Evona on as a substitute. The right-sided winger from El Ali. Growing crescendo of whistles and boos. He has to shut it out. He has to be focused. I'll tell you who is focused. The goalkeeper, Hadji. He's ready to pounce like a cat. Evona sends him the wrong way. 3-2. We're almost at the stage of sudden death now. Calm penalty, wasn't it, from Evona? Didn't let the moment get to him. Cool and composed. Ahmed El Kassan his side. Sitting in the shade. Wishing this was not happening, I would imagine. Alianza Saganzelu. Fourth penalty for Tanzania, and it's put away well by Mahimbu. Ticks the box, it's 3-3. This has the potential of being a marathon. Okay, well, it's not quite sudden death yet, but essentially it is. Hadji back on his line. And he makes the save. A crucial save. Got down brilliantly and keeps out the penalty from Amma. And they're on the brink here, Tanzania, of reaching the final. Crushing miss from Abdallah Amir. And now Tanzania are one kick away from the AFCON final. What a story. This bunch of lads have come into this tournament with no hope. They could be on their way back here for next Tuesday's final. The pressure is on Lookman's shoulders. If he scores, Tanzania win. Looks like he's going to go for the direct, powerful approach. And it works. And Tanzania are into the final of the AFCON. What a story. What a story. Elienza Saganzulo and his young side have braved the elements. They won on penalties in the quarter-final to dispatch Algeria. They come from 2-0 down in a penalty shootout in the semi-final to dispatch Egypt. And it's Tanzania that will be playing in the CAF Under-17 AFCON final on Tuesday, right here in the Moulay El Hassan Stadium in Rabat. A distraught Egypt couldn't quite get it over the line. But it's a result that's gone down exceedingly well, with a strong contingent of Moroccans gathering in the crowd ready for the second semi-final. Tanzania, that's right, Tanzania are in the final. The Serengeti boys are the heroes. And they've done it the hard way again through penalties, but they've kept their nerve, and it was an excellent penalty. Credit to Malik for going the right way, but he couldn't keep it out. A kiss of the ball. He'll be in the final. Lookman's penalty was good. Tanzania, who have been the better side over the 90 minutes, it has to be said, have made it through to the final. Heartache for Egypt, who must... that nobody wants to go through, but it's part of the football learning curve. In stark contrast, Tanzania are lapping this up. They are heroes back home. A CAF Under-17 AFCON final for them on Tuesday. The final score here, well, it's finished Egypt 0, Tanzania 0, but it's finished 4-3 again on penalties to Tanzania. And their player of the match is Charlie, the midfielder.
So to the final, what's your feeling? Assalamu alaikum. Kwa majina naitwa Isa Musa Chode. Nashukuru sana kwa tunzo hii. Kwa uwezo wa Mwenyezi Mungu inshallah endelea kutubariki timu yetu na nchi yetu ya mataifa. Alhamdulillah rabbil alamin. What do you want to tell to your team? Ni mechi ngumu, yeye tunajivunia kwamba tupata maelekezo na kocha wetu. Kwa uwezo wa Mwenyezi Mungu tupambane hivi hivi, alhamdulillah rabbil alamin. Thank you. One photo please.
So there you have it, Egypt 0, Tanzania 0, 4-3 on penalties. Once again, just like the quarterfinal, they won 4-3 on penalties, Tanzania. Coming up in less than an hour, Morocco against Senegal. Hang with us for that one right here. It's going to be a cracker, that one. That really will be a great game. And the Moroccan faithful are rocking up, ready for that game inside this wonderful stadium as well. But who will it be, Morocco or Senegal, to take on Tanzania in
ensure that Brazil
Je m'appelle Azar, je viens de Télévis Football. Je suis fier d'être la première qui vient de football.
On a
après-midi, chers amis internautes. Ici, Magellan Miguel Bock de la Jwel Team. Je suis en direct du stade militaire de Bangkok qui se remplit progressivement avec les supporters.